Today you're going to learn how to make the Deconstructed Apple Strudel drink. This winter beverage, which is actually cold and not hot, was inspired from my recent trip to Germany where I had a true apple strudel and I just loved it to death. This drink is, well, one of my own creations. It uses ingredients that bubble tea shop owners would be able to supply for their cafe. If you are making this at home, it is possible, but you'll just have to be really creative and do a little bit of experimenting. This is a really fun drink. It's Instagram worthy and it's very tasty. I really think your customers are going to like it. This dessert drink debuted on my winter drinks menu back in 2018. And it was popular enough that I brought it back every year thereafter. This is a drink, but I would definitely consider it a dessert as well. And it also incorporates the very popular Lotus Biscoff cookie. So let's get started in whipping up this tasty dessert drink. So this recipe is done in different sections. So first we've got the cream section, then we've got decorating the glass section, and then we've got the putting it all together section. So just bear that in mind. So the first section, as I mentioned, is the shaking cream section. And what we really want to do is emulsify that creaminess and the whippingness. So if you have a shaker machine at your shop, that is a great opportunity to use it for this, because just shaking it by hand doesn't really do it. But when you do have a shaker machine and you put it inside that and you let it go for about a minute, it really gives great results. So to begin, we're gonna go ahead and put 2 scoops of the creamer in our shaker cup. And next is 20 milliliters of hot water. We're just gonna give that a real quick stir here. And the idea is just to melt down that powder. And then next we're going to use 4 large size ice cubes. And then 50 milliliters of whipping cream. Now, if you can't get a hold of whipping cream and you are in the UK, then double cream will work nicely as well. I tried to get whipping cream today. They didn't have it for some reason. So again, next best thing would be double cream. But in America, there's usually a really good supply of whipping cream, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. Okay, we're just gonna pop that in there. And put our shaker together and give it a really, really good shake. Now this next step you would do while your shaker is in the shaker machine, but for now I'm just gonna leave this off to the side, and then before I put it in, I'll just give it another real quick 1-2 shake before we actually put our drink together. If you're liking this video so far, please do me a favor and click that like button. It just helps for my video to get ranked on YouTube. Thanks so much. And now we're going to decorate our glass, which is actually part of the compiling of the drink together as well. So you'll see exactly what I mean in just a second. So first we want to go ahead and take our apple pulp and get a spoonful here. And this is basically apple, which has been cooked and extracted, and it's very pulpy, quite sweet and syrupy. And so basically you just want to put it all around the inside of the glass. And again, if you're at your shop and you're not using glass and you're using a bubble teacup, just do the same thing. I'm just using a glass today because I just think it looks really cute and fancy. All right, like that. Then you're gonna take 1 more scoop and put it in the bottom. The entire range of jellies and jams and such that they've created in the bubble tea industry has really exploded, and it's a lot of fun trying to incorporate these products into drinks. So if you haven't already got something similar in your own shop, I would definitely recommend getting some samples in from somewhere and giving it a try, because it's one of these new products that is just really exploding in the marketplace, and there's just, 101 ways to use these types of things. And I'm gonna mention it now, just in case I forget, that this is one of those drinks that I think I might have mentioned in the past, which when you give it to a customer, you wanna say, stir it yourself, or when you put your straw in, go ahead and give it a quick stir. And then that way the customer isn't just getting like huge chunks of something. Or like, let's say for example, with my cheesecake drink collection, the cheesecake tends to sit on the top. And if they want to take it for an Instagram picture, well, it might look kind of cool having it on the top, but then when they actually are going to drink it, you want to make sure that they shake it or stir it in really, really well. So it's just one of those types of drinks. It looks really cool, but you just want to make sure the customer stirs it before they actually consume the beverage. And next we're gonna swirl some caramel syrup around the inside. I personally like salted caramel syrup. There's also normal caramel, but again, if you have salted caramel, I would definitely recommend that one because it gives kind of that sweet and salty type thing when they actually get it up their straw, which is always amazing. So we're just gonna swirl this on the inside. Making it look extra fancy and extra tasty. And then I've got some blended up Biscoff cookie here. All right, so I'm gonna take a spoonful of this, and again, turning the cup, we're just gonna kind of shake it on the sides of the cup. So we want it to stick to the sides of the glass or cup or whatever you're using. Like so. So now it is nice and glazed and there's lots of wonderfulness occurring on the inside of the glass, and it only gets better. Okay, and I got my shaker back. I'm just gonna give it one more quick shake because I had it off to the side. And we're gonna do what's called a dirty pour. So we take off the top part, the middle part, and you just pour the whole thing in. And my favorite part of all the winter drinks that have a creaminess to them is to add the whipped cream on top. I'm gonna fill up the rest of this cup with whipped cream. And last but not least, to finish off the masterpiece, another half scoop of the cookie on top. And if you happen to have any of the Biscoff spread that's squeezable, this is a really good opportunity to squeeze some of that on top as well. It looks amazing, and of course it tastes fabulous. This drink looks Instagram worthy. It is amazing looking. It's got lots of different layers. It's got fingers around the side. There's cookies, there's caramel syrup, there's whipping cream. I mean, this thing is just an overload of amazingness. That's why I call it the Deconstructed Apple Strudel. Thank you very much. And you're welcome. Okay, time to try this masterpiece. And you're definitely gonna need a bubble tea straw because these apple chunks are quite large and they need to go up a nice thick straw. So I've got a cool paper one right here. I would say to a customer, be sure to either shake it up or stir it in before you're ready to drink it. All right, so let's give it a try. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I haven't had this drink in about a year. It's probably a good thing because this is one of those drinks that you could probably drink every single day. It's that good. You get that really, really rich, creamy sensation of the dairy and the whipped cream and the creamer, and then all of a sudden you get a bite of an apple pulp and it's just like boom, an explosion in your mouth. It is insane. And then of course you've got that crunchiness from all the Biscoff cookies. And of course the overall Biscoff flavor of the Biscoff cookie is just phenomenal as well. It's very wintry and it's one of those cookies that, you know, in Germany and in Denmark and the Netherlands, they serve it at all of the Christmas German market type things. And oh, this is just so delicious. Oh wow. You literally feel like you're eating an apple strudel, but you're drinking it. Like I said, it's like a dessert and a drink in one. It's insane. The apple pulp especially is so amazing for this drink. I don't think that anything like applesauce would work. It really needs to be one of those jams that you would get from a bubble tea shop. You know, it's got that pulpiness of the apple and it's nice and sweet and tangy at the same time. I really think this is a super cool drink for your bubble tea shop winter drinks menu that's not hot. I can't see you going wrong with this one. It's so delicious. Every sip is like a different experience as well. Wow. And that is how you make a deconstructed apple strudel drink. All right, guys, I'm gonna go enjoy this drink. I will see you again next week for another fabulous drink video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Please feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know, are you gonna try to make this one at home? Are you gonna add it to your bubble tea shop menu? What are your thoughts on it? And are you a Biscoff fan like me? Yum, yum, yum. And if you haven't already, please feel free to click that like button and subscribe. I bring you a brand new drink video that's pretty cool every week. See you soon.